Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, The Boutique Diaries. I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Camille.
And we wanted to talk to you today about how it might not be the best idea to start your own business when you are living paycheck to paycheck. And we will give you some reasons why. So, to start out, if you think about working your regular full-time job, you get a paycheck every 2 weeks, every month, whatever it may be, and it's steady. So you know exactly how much money you're going to get at the end of that month, that 2 weeks, whatever. You know how much money you're going to get. You know how much money goes where, and you are able to allocate those funds based on what you need to pay or what is a priority over something else. Well, when you own your own business, you have to put out a pretty big investment at first. So not only do you have to have all of that money in order to invest without it needing to go other places, but then once you start making a little bit of profit, you're going to have to reinvest all of that money. So you're like, okay, well, I'll put in $1,000 and then surely I'll be able to make it up in a month. Well, once you get that money back, you've got to buy more inventory, more product, more materials, whatever. So not only do you just have to think about yourself, but if you're supporting other people, if you have children or a husband that you're supporting, wife that you're supporting, whatever, you are going to definitely need to consider that you might not have a whole lot of money to spend on the things that they might need and the things that you might need in the coming months. Because let's be honest, this business is not stable at all. So there have been some months where I have profited $8,000, there have been some months like this month where I have profited nothing, and it's the 20th of February. Mm-hmm. And it's like, what am I going to do? And thankfully, I don't necessarily have to worry as much just because I've been in the business a while. So I do have funds saved up and that kind of thing. And it's just something that happens, Mm-hmm. So, I am definitely thankful for that, but it can be very, very scary for it to be almost the end of the month and you are still in the red. That's crazy. And I have been in business for almost 3 years. So it's not just the beginning, but it could be, right where you are after 3 years, mm-hmm. You're not making any money and you're like, what the heck is going on? Or what am I doing wrong?
Yeah. It could come at any time, really.
Yeah.
So you always want to have...
Without you don't expect it.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's really nothing different that you're doing or any reason that you can think of where it's like, okay, this makes sense. It never makes sense.
No.
And you always want to have that extra money stored in your back pocket or for a rainy day where it's like, okay, just in case.
Definitely a cushion.
Yeah. Just in case I have this $1,000 or whatever, however much you need for your financial situation, where I don't need to be so stressed about, okay, I have to sell this today or I cannot eat tomorrow.
Don't put yourself under that amount of stress.
Exactly, because that is so horrible. And a lot of businesses I've heard don't really start to see a tangible profit until 5 years in, where they can actually depend on the money that they're going to make and they're very well established. And so if that were to happen to you, hopefully it would never happen to any of us. And that's not the case with every business.
Right. But
just in case, you want to keep that in mind, that is a possibility. So what would you do in that situation?
Yeah, sure.
You never want to, it's kind of like with everything in owning your own business, you always want to kind of be 3 steps ahead. Okay, just in case this and just in case this, I have a plan C,
Yeah, or even further down.
Right, plan X, Y, and Z.
Yes, and you always want to be very positive and have a positive outlook on it and, I don't know, kind of spin it or not think that that's going to happen to you, be like, I don't know, I have great product and I have a good customer base, it's going to sell, duh. Why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not always like that.
Yeah.
So it can definitely be really scary. And like she said, you're going to want to have a cushion. And if you just don't have the money, just wait.
Yeah.
Because there's always going to be time. And if you really want to do this, then keep your job, and just work really, really hard.
In your after hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that you are eventually able to quit your job and then have this business as your steady income. Mm-hmm. But you definitely don't want to start knowing that you have people to support and have zero money, because that's really scary. And you're not going to make it up as quickly as you think you are most likely. It's possible. However, you probably don't want to think that way just in case.
Right. And when you hear entrepreneurs talk about their profits, you always hear them say it comes and goes in waves. Well, it does. And that could mean anything from days of the week, if you happen to go like this throughout your weekly quota, or that could be the entire year. So you never know what to expect and you don't really know when it'll end. you know, there's not one point where you can say, okay, I know this will be stable for me, because you
It won't
never
ever,
do.
really.
Yeah.
And it's just always a game. Like she
Yeah.
said, you have to be a few steps ahead. It's very strategic, and it's like you just never know what the next thing what's going to come up next. So you always have to be just prepared to like just try anything or throw anything out there and just hope that, you know, you get some kind of bait with it, basically. So it can be really hard, and you definitely don't want to, like, you know, we talked about on one of our other videos, you want to own your own time, and you usually do this because you don't like your job or you want to spend more time with your kids. So you want to make sure you're in the right situation to where you can, you know, have all of those things and do all of those things with your business, because that's probably going to be the reason why you started. So you don't want to start it and then be stressed out because you're not making ends meet and you don't have money. Like, that's just not a good way to start. And it's not you know, you're going to have negative thoughts towards your business, which is not good either.
Yeah.
So short and sweet, and I hope it helped. But we just don't want you to end up in a situation to where either you feel bad about your business or you think it was a bad decision, because I think that when people start their business, they start it for a good reason usually, and you hate to have like a negative look on it. So just some things to consider. Just make sure that you have an extra cushion and you have the money to invest right away and you're not like scrounging for it. And if it is your only option, then make sure you keep your job, you know, and just work harder, so then you're eventually able to stay home on that income that you're making from your business. If we missed anything, if there's anything you want to add, please do so in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.